1996 One-Day International Cricket World Cup. What do you know? Do you know anything about it?
Wasn't 1996, that's the start of Gen Z.
Something like that. I think it's debatable.
I think it's 96 to 2013, or like end of 2012.
Yeah. Like some people like, you know, 'cause, like there's all the talk of Gen Y and then Gen Z and everything. But then like people talk about
Gen Y
millennials. Yeah. Well, then it just gets confusing.
Silent generation, baby boomers, X. No, sorry, greatest generation, silent generation. Or maybe
Some
those two
people
are
don't
versed.
count millennials anyway.
Millennials are like Gen Y. But then Gen Alpha.
Hang on. Sport.
No. Well, Gen Alpha is like 2026. So then they get 14 years, but then Gen Z got longer.
The whole thing confuses me, how we draw an arbitrary line of like, oh, but we're a different generation. Like you could be born like 2 days from someone and be completely different generations. But the 1996 World Cup cricket, there's one-day internationals. This isn't Australia versus South Africa, is it? Where a South African player I think this was the early 2000s where who was it? Herschel Gibbs maybe catches it to get us out in the semi-final, and then as he's celebrating, he drops the ball and Australia go through.
What was that
to the final.
like TV series, like How's That with Kerry Packer?
Yeah.
That's like the start of
World Series cricket, yeah.
That's way before 96.
Well, I will give you Australia are in this World Cup.
Yes, we do very well.
We are certainly in this World Cup that I'm talking about. It's not, I don't believe, what you're talking about, James. But how do you think Australia do in this?
Probably pretty well. One of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, you know, we're the goats.
Yeah.
I'm going to say we drop out third in a controversial semi-final.
I think something wild happens.
Just a
something
controversial
wild could happen.
semi-final.
Yeah.
But Australia isn't our focus today. We'll talk about where they finish, and that can come up. We'll have some fun with that. But we are talking about this event, the World Cup. But we are talking about one particular nation and their route to the event and just some stuff around the event and everything. The United Arab Emirates.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is the story of the United Arab Emirates at the 1996 One-Day International Cricket World Cup.
We're scraping the barrel now. We are scraping the barrel.
It's a good one. It's a short one, but a good one, I promise.
Hello and welcome to Wild World of Sport, the podcast where three friends sit down, crack a couple beers, and go on a journey to try and find the wildest story from the world of sport. My name is James Wybrow.
I'm James's brother Ben, no relation.
And I am enjoying a tasty beer from To All My Friends, Cook Shops.
Be there or don't be.
Do you have a
You're not a square
shorter
if you don't
version
go.
of your name that's more palatable for the podcast?
Yeah, my friends call me Go to Tamp. That's
Go
what
to
they say
Tamp.
every single time. I should go to Tamp. That's my long name as well.
And what a great way to promote our favorite sponsor. It's like having an only child and saying, oh, you're my favorite child. Like, technically, they're also our worst sponsor.
Yeah. You're my least favorite sponsor.
Well, we can't say this is our worst season because we have two. So it is debatable. You can do
No, we can say this one
This
is
one's not even
worse.
finished.
No, but not definitively.
No, not definitively.
I don't think until we're done we can't say that.
No. And it's not for us to say. It's for the listener.
Get the IMBD, like, colour
Oh,
boxes of,
yeah.
like,
Oh, that's a good
each of the
idea.
episodes.
That's a good idea. But if you want to tell us what you're thinking,
They'd all
listener-
just be 5 stars, wouldn't they?
Oh, of course. At Wild World of Sport, 5 stars, Spotify, Apple, wherever you can. A nice little review. We'd really appreciate it. And a follow on the gram, the talk, the tube.
Who says the talk?
I'm trying
On,
something. The tick?
The TT?
The Chinese spyware?
What's it? The space?
No,
MySpace.
The plus. Bring it back to
Plus.
season 1.
Oh, yeah. Google Plus. I forgot about that.
All right. Let's get into this.
How many
story.
episodes has it been since we mentioned Google Plus?
Oh, wow. Let us know in the comments, listener.
Yeah. Well, to jump back to our story, I suppose we can do a little bit of history first. We love a bit of history on this podcast. So
Which war are we talking about?
we're not talking about. Oh, actually, we are. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so
I've already made a Wild World of Wars, I think, episode like cover art thing. So we
Well,
don't need any more of that.
I don't know what this war would be exactly, but you mean they gotta have gotten there somehow. But cricket was introduced to the United Arab Emirates in 1892 by the British Army. I guess that was their mission. They invaded and then they introduced cricket. That was that war.
It really is one of those sports that you just go, all right, were you a Commonwealth country?
Yeah.
Do you play cricket? Were you a British colony? Did you play cricket?
Did they invade you and make you play cricket? That's pretty much how it goes, to be honest.
Because anyone that doesn't like, I mean, I love cricket, and most Australians do, but a country that doesn't play cricket would look at it and go, well, the only reason you'd play this is if you were forced to by your colonizers. Because I can admit, it can be a bit boring.
I've seen like cool videos of like Afghanistan playing cricket and stuff. Like, well, just like people in Afghanistan, and then they're like on the side of like a mountain, and they're like playing off the edge. Yeah, like it looks pretty badass. It'd be awesome. Like we love playing cricket at the beach, but it's like imagine playing cricket in the mountains in like some valley.
I got a good team as well. Good T20 team. Rashid Khan,
Exactly.
brilliant player.
Furthermore, after that, rich and storied history the UAE has in cricket, of course. So
Please give me one example.
no one really played it
They
much.
played at the
No one
1996
really played
World
it much.
Cup.
But another war, let's mention another war. In World War II, there were heaps of Allied troops in the area because they were, it was like a British place that they had conquered, so they were there.
Of course, World War One, the Christmas truce soccer match. World War Two, the Christmas truce cricket match.
Exactly. There was actually some games and stuff that have definitely been played against like the military teams, but that's not part of today's story. But that did come up when I was researching things, so interesting. Back to the UAE, the first match they ever played after it got a bit more popular in World War II. That was really all I had to say about it.
Can I guess who they played?
Yes, you can guess.
Well,
You're not going to guess it, but yeah. So hold on.
You're not gonna
The
guess
first
it.
match was played by the UAE national side in February 1976. So it was a while after it started getting a bit popular that they fielded a proper national team.
The Kingdom of Jordan.
They did not play the Kingdom of Jordan. I'll give you one more guess. There's like a country involved, but it's a company that they're versing.
Is it what?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
a country
English
company.
oil, like
BP,
from the
British
Romanian
Petroleum.
No. It's Pakistan International Airlines have a
What?
cricket team.
What? Is it not just their sponsor
Sponsor?
a cricket team? They have a cricket team.
They have a cricket team. I don't know.
Like
They
their
just-
company team.
Yep.
Wow.
That's
okay.
I don't know. There's not much more information other than that. So I guess they just had a team like we were talking about. It's just like how in your story there's like basically what was like an oil company or something. Yeah, it's like workers from that same sort of thing. Guess it's like the bread factory, like Ukraine. That's just what they did back then, I guess. But yeah, so they that was their first ever match for the national team was against Pakistan International Airlines in Sharjah, and a little bit after that, the Emirates Cricket Board, the ECB, they'll come up a little bit in this story, so I'm just gonna call it ECB, was established in 1989. And then, actually, we've sort of got a few, like, sort of little fine print things to jump over here. So they gained affiliate membership of the ICC the same year. They were quickly promoted to associate member status the following year.
As is the natural way.
Yeah, well, is that just like you're the executive?
They're
Like, it's
just
just a
making stuff
pointless,
up.
pointless
Yeah.
title.
It's like cricket club.
Yeah, in your multi-level marketing scheme, it's like, you've moved on from executive secretary to executive branch secretary.
This is what
Associate.
Guy Incognito. What's his
Hey.
name? This is what he was protesting against. Silly clubs. Anyway, yeah. So they were quickly promoted to associate member status the following year, and in 1990, they'd play some more games, and twice they'd lose heavily to the Netherlands.
Oh man, if you're losing to the Netherlands heavily, it's not.
Well,
going
the Netherlands would come up in this story.
They get their revenge.
Sorry, maybe I wasn't listening. Did they win their first game against the Pakistan Airlines team?
I actually didn't look up the result for that, but I can probably find that really quickly.
My guess would be
Yes.
no.
I reckon they've got it.
I don't know. A country
Your
that
first
loves cricket so much against a country that doesn't really play it. I'm sure. I mean, they'd be getting the best players in the country that they could find.
Imagine if there's any like expats or anyone that's still there, like in the military bases and stuff. Going, do you want to play? Yeah, I'll play. I'm pretty handy.
Well, you get that in the
I
football
think
World
they
Cup,
lost.
cricket World Cup.
Oh.
Like some.
Wait, so by this point in 1990, have they won a game?
Look, they probably have. I don't
It's
know
not
the
all
specific
about
details
winning.
here.
You said sports about having
but
fun.
anytime it mattered, they definitely did not win.
Yeah, okay.
And these
They just
heavy
want
defeats.
they just want the club fees. Like, oh yeah, we don't care if you lose every game as long as you're paying the membership fee.
Well, the defeats weighed on their mind a little bit. So after that, they decided much work needs to be done here. And to be successful in the upcoming 1994 ICC trophy, the ECB adopted a new controversial policy, which we won't talk about yet.
Oh, what a little breadcrumb you're laying for us.
Little breadcrumb. So we go to the 1994 ICC trophy, which is in Nairobi, Kenya. And also all this talk of membership stuff. So Zimbabwe, like at this time, has just won the last 3 ICC trophies in a row. And so they were just like, oh, I guess you're just a full member now. They just basically promoted them to the Cool Kid Club, which is, I guess, like Australia and like India and Sri Lanka and stuff like that.
England.
New Zealand.
Although,
does Kenya even have a team?
Interesting. I'm kind of
Yes.
thinking about it because I'm like, you would assume England would be there, and they must be, right? But then they're in like this trophy thing as well. So that suggests that they didn't qualify through other means, which is kind of interesting. But I don't exactly know how that works. But that's not exactly the topic of today. But so Zimbabwe has just been made a full ICC member. And that means for some reason that another team will qualify from placing 3rd in the ICC trophy. I don't exactly know how the team that won it the last 3 times just being like, oh, you don't need to play anymore. We'll just make you a member. And you guys can have another place.
Yeah, then we're going to have
That's, like,
uneven numbers.
Extra stuff. Yeah.
Or we're expanding it even more.
They do a lot of interesting
qualify
stuff.
like the World Cup through, here's the Asian qualifying, here's the European qualifying. It's just cricket.
International, yeah.
The colonies.
It's a bit curious. And they do some curious things with the tournament. Some stuff that I think is quite fun, actually, that I think more tournaments could do. But,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. But it seems like a lot of fun. Kind of more akin to like some of the stuff that goes on in like the World Cup you talked about, or like the first, like the 1900 Paris Olympics.
Jinx. Carlin can't tell the story now.
Under roof.
Oh, no! And I said your name anyway. I said Carlin can't tell the story.
So, the UAE go into this. They're in Group B. They've got in their group, obviously themselves, Bangladesh, United States, Argentina, and East and Central Africa.
So you get half a continent.
Well, I guess it's a little bit like West Indies. You know how like West
Yeah.
Indies
Yeah,
is
but
like
West
that's a whole
Indies
bunch
isn't
of-
like the largest landmass.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just like 4 different countries.
Sounds like a pretty weak group.
yeah. They just sort of they
not a group of
When I
Throw a
when
bunch
I
of
think of
teams
the
together.
powerhouse cricketing nations,
Where do you think the UAE placed?
so out of
that
those
group?
5 teams,
Yes, 5 teams.
Let's say first.
it's going to be 3rd. They're going to be 3rd and be on the cusp.
What did you say?
First.
First? They were first.
Yeah, point
They
James.
won every single game. Of
course
beat
they did.
Bangladesh, United States, Argentina, and Eastern Central Africa. They beat them all.
I didn't even know Argentina had a national cricket team.
Yeah, well, they didn't do very well. They came 4th.
Who came last?
Eastern Central Africa.
I could have maybe
I guess
picked
that's
that
why
one.
they kind of put them all together.
Yeah.
Give them a chance. The fun thing about this too is 3rd and 4th in all the different groups, which I think there's like a couple groups anyway. They go and play a plate competition, So it's like this whole like, hey, you didn't finish first, you didn't finish last. Now you're off in this other bracket for like nothing. But like, see what happens.
When you're at like a school tournament day and you didn't make the finals, it's like, whoa, but you're still kids, so
Go play all the other shit, dude.
Yeah,
That's
have a
what
little
they've
kick
done.
around.
You've made it all the way to Kenya.
Yeah,
Just keep playing.
We'll
spend
follow.
a lot of money to get there.
We'll follow the United States here, and I'll talk about this.
And they
There's
came
two
second?
groups. The
Or did the US come third?
US came third. Argentina came fourth.
And Bangladesh second then?
Did the US
So-
come third by playing an unofficial game in a car park?
No, but there will be an interesting thing that comes up in a second, which isn't that interesting, but kind of akin. So they have these groups, and the US is with Denmark, Malaysia, and Israel. Argentina goes with Fiji, Namibia, and Papua New Guinea. Who do you think wins out of either of those groups?
I like Fiji. Fiji's a sleeper pick here.
Yeah, and in the United States, Denmark, Malaysia, Israel.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
Denmark, they've they got a trick or two up their sleeves. The old Danes, they've to
Sorry,
be crude about their flag.
This
You
is
could
fun watching
fashion
Joe
that into
go.
a
What
cricket
was the
bat.
N1 again?
Namibia.
Namibia.
They actually play cricket. Well, I mean, all these countries play cricket.
I don't know. They all just... It just seems like the crap you'd turn on to like ESPN Plus 2 at 4 in the morning when you woke up and it's like,
It is funny. They've all gone to like Nairobi and they're just like, oh, you're here. You might as well play a couple more games.
It is a bit like the qualifiers for like, the 100-meter sprint at the Olympics. It's like, yeah, we all know Usain Bolt's going to make it to the final. Like, does Australia really have to play any of these crap teams? Like, let's just get them into the semi-final. Like, Australia, India, England, South Africa.
I guess it's kind of like the FA Cup where it's, hey, the Premier League teams, you don't have to join in until round 4 because we're not going
that's
to
a
make
good
you
one.
play against everyone else. No, Australia and England, you don't have to play Namibia and Malaysia in cricket.
Yeah.
I'll jump to the point on this one, but it's just funny to mention because like something kind of interesting happens. So United States top their group, beating Denmark, Malaysia, and then Israel in that order, and Papua New Guinea top their group, beating Namibia, Argentina, and Fiji in that order, and they were meant to go on to play a another like decider like
Not the
match,
plate,
like a
the
final.
shield.
Yeah, but like so the
Third
top
and fourth
two
both get
there's
put into
from
a-
those two groups you play a playoff thing and you win the plate final. That's there you go. It's like the champions of the middle or something.
Was it like Kanga Cup where you got
and
the
it
plate,
would
the
have been-
shield, and the cup?
It would have been the United States versus Papua New Guinea. But they both had like flights scheduled to leave, so they were like, whatever. So they just left, and instead,
We didn't think
call
we'd
it a
get this
draw.
far. Yeah.
Denmark and Namibia they played instead. The teams that came second, and from those teams, Namibia would beat Denmark by 41 runs.
So I called it.
in the Plate Cup.
Hey,
final.
I called Denmark
By
making
default.
it though, so we did pretty well.
And the best bit as well is there's also a wooden spoon comp. So every
Oh,
team that came
no.
last in all those groups from before.
So what's that? That's Israel and...
So no.
Fiji.
So they were middle because they finished middle and stuff. So they went into
okay. Yep.
the plate comp. But then there's the wooden spoon comp, which is the last team from every group in round 1. And so that's West Africa. There's only 4 teams in
You
it.
got to be a
West
real
Africa.
sicko to be following the wooden spoon playoff at this tournament.
West Africa, East and Central Africa, Singapore, and Gibraltar.
Imagine getting up at 3
Two
a.m. for
famously
Singapore
small
versus
countries.
Gibraltar.
Yeah, West Africa would win the wooden spoon.
Continent versus
Good on them.
tiny country.
Although usually you say the wooden spoon's the literal the worst. So
Yeah.
Gibraltar technically wins the wooden spoon, I guess.
Oh.
Because it's just to see who loses, not
Yeah.
who wins in that one.
It's like
That's
the
disappointing.
toilet bowl in your fantasy playoffs. Yeah, we got all the losers playing. Let's see who's the worst of the worst.
It's nice that everyone gets to leave with something, though. You know,
Did they just get one spoon or did they get a spoon each?
Yeah, that
I
ceremonial.
don't think there was any actual physical prizes given for those other 2 comps. I don't have any records of that, but they did do them. They were official games and everything.
And were these games televised?
They would have been, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Why have I never heard of this tournament? Do they still run it?
I actually don't know. I was gonna like see if you guys knew.
Well, I
that.
mean, there's the
Oh,
European.
they
ice
yeah, where they're
Yeah.
using like plastic equipment. Oh,
See,
that's
surely not.
Terrible.
Like so this basically qualifies you to is one of the things that can qualify you to the One Day International Cricket World Cup. So I don't know if this actually like is a thing anymore, but the One Day International Cricket World Cup is, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's
so
huge.
this
It's
is basically
huge.
just like the qualifiers for that, I suppose, is effectively how it is, because it seems to stay like that a little bit after, and I'll talk about the iteration after that. But back to our protagonists, the UAE, in round 2,
Sorry,
they go on.
do they have a nickname?
Yes,
Like
they're
their team?
Arab Emirates United.
No, it's like, are they known
Actual?
as?
No, but
Are they known
it's
as
not a
something?
bad name.
No, I don't think so. They're pretty fresh on the scene here. You could have some justifications for some pretty cool nicknames after this story, I reckon.
Okay.
So maybe if they don't have a nickname, we could be making one for them.
Okay.
Round 2, United Arab Emirates are in a group with Ireland, Bermuda, and Canada.
Bermuda.
What order do you reckon that group finishes?
Well, Canada is part of the oldest or second oldest continuous cricket international tournament, so that'd be pretty good.
Ireland actually
play
plays
cricket.
cricket. Yeah.
I'm going to say Ireland, Canada, UAE, and
The triangles
yeah, Bermuda.
or the shorts.
Well, you'd be very surprised to find out that the UAE finished first in this one,
Wow.
and Bermuda finished second.
What the heck? was
Canada
and
finished
Ireland
third, and
doing?
Ireland are dead last.
What were
I
they
don't know.
doing?
Yeah, I just wasn't their game at the time. I don't know.
England's stolen all
Is,
their
it,
players.
is this one of these things where it's like, hey, here's $10 million, become a UAE citizen, and they just offered a bunch of professional players?
Well, there is one thing I'll mention about this is it's probably not just them, but anyway, we'll see what goes on. We go into the finals after that. So coming from the other group, we've got Kenya and the Netherlands. So our semi-finals, we've got Kenya versus Bermuda, and Kenya win by 64 runs.
Okay, I was doubting the Kenyan cricket team, but
And Netherlands, they verse United Arab Emirates, and the UAE win by 6 wickets.
Good on 'em.
Yeah. Go UAE. So they're on to the final. There's also a third place decider. So remember at the beginning we found out that we get 3 teams from the comp. So
Yeah.
they need to have a third place decider for the trophy to work out who the third team is that gets to go to the Cricket World Cup. So our third place decider is Netherlands versus Bermuda. Who do you reckon wins this one?
Netherlands.
Netherlands?
I'm saying Netherlands. So you have to go Bermuda.
I reckon it's a draw.
A draw. They have to have
It
someone.
was a draw. No.
I don't want either of them to win. None of these teams seem likable to me at all.
Well, yeah, they
I'm hoping for all of their downfall.
they're a bit interesting. There is an interesting thing about this Netherlands team. So they did win the Netherlands. They won by 103 runs. So I believe it's Nolan Clark, if I'm right. Scored over 500 runs in this tournament.
So you're gonna say in this game?
down.
I'm like,
No.
Whoa!
In this game, he got 121.
yes. Well, still,
Yeah,
what an effort, Norman.
yeah. Nolan.
What an effort,
Nolan Clark.
Yep. Moving on to the final, we got Kenya versus the United Arab Emirates. Now, considering we're here right now, what do you think the result is?
UAE win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably why we're here talking about it today, right?
But they've already qualified for the World Cup. It doesn't matter if they win or lose this game. It's just a bit of, add to the trophy cabinet, add some maybe prestige.
yeah, well, they wanted to come back hard after they lost a couple nasty games versus the Netherlands and stuff, and here they are finishing either first or second above the Netherlands. They want to go out and prove themselves, and they win.
Yeah. You had me there.
They win by 2 wickets. Yeah, I thought I'd put you a little bit on the edge.
See, two wickets. I was just thinking before, when you say a team, they won by 68 runs, you're like, okay, so it really wasn't that tight. But you say our team won by 6 wickets.
Well,
I don't know whether that's 6 wickets with 1 ball to spare.
I'll tell you.
Or,
So Kenya Kenya batted first and posted 281 for 6 in their 50 overs, and then
Decent.
the UAE chased that down to 282 in 8 with 5 balls to spare.
ooh.
Yeah.
See, that's a tight game.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also the UAE's Mohammed Ishaq was named man of the match, hitting a crucial 51 during the run chase.
Good on him.
Yes.
Putting in an innings.
And winning that game, the UAE just won 9 games in a row.
Wow.
They just blitzed through this tournament. They
Okay.
absolutely destroyed.
When you
Hurrah.
get on a run, that's how you win tournaments. You get hot.
So
You just
the
don't lose.
UAE, Kenya,
Doesn't matter
and
if
the
you get hot or not, just don't
Netherlands,
lose.
they all get to go off to the 1996 One Day International Cricket World Cup. Good on them. Now the controversy. What do you think it was? We've had some guesses so far.
You mentioned the English Cricket Board come into this story. You teased at it before.
No, that was the Emirates Cricket Board.
Oh, right.
ECB. They do come into this.
I
yes.
think this
ECB
is like
is the English Cricket Board, though.
Well, it's also the Emirates Cricket
Well,
Board.
hang on, no, because the English Cricket Board has existed since the start of cricket.
So, do you want to have some guesses? And I'll drip feed you information.
Okay, my first guess is
Australia
they're just paying athletes who are better than UAE citizens, but not quite good enough to make it on major countries' teams, and saying, hey, here's briefcase full of cash, become a UAE citizen and play for us. Or even just the coaches. Just like headhunted the best coaches in the world.
Or just
could,
going
yeah.
through a little bit of lineage of, oh, you have some loose grandfather's former lover connection and you didn't quite make the Indian or Pakistan or another tier 1 nations team. Come and play for us.
Or maybe they just got really good. Maybe historic investment. Maybe
In the grassroots.
The UAE government went, you know what? We want it to be an objective that every child learns how to play cricket. And then they did like genetic testing and like China does to determine all their athletes.
Yes,
And going,
yes, he's getting on it now.
you have
Yes.
the right tendon structure to be a good boxer. So you're being pulled out of your school and going to the sporting academy school.
Okay, fooling.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
So they engineered a super team. No, no. Yeah, you're getting pretty close with that first one. So the Kenyan team complained that the UAE was a team of mercenaries. And if you remember, like the Qatar World Cup. So it's important to note that I will add in here. Yes, something along the lines of this is going on, what you mentioned prior. They may be sort of fudging the lines of nationality a little bit here. But some of the other teams are actually kind of doing it a bit too. It's a little bit less blatant, but Canada's captain, I don't know if I wrote it down.
In the most recent Ashes, there wasn't an English-born player to take a wicket in the first game, something like that. They were all non-English-born players
Oh, for
who
England.
took wickets for
Yeah,
England.
interesting. Well, because they have changed the rules, but it's still fairly lenient, I'd say. But we'll get to that. But yeah, like if you think about this, like actually to mention first, so even Canada, which I looked at, their captain was born in, I can't remember which country, but it's in like the Caribbeans, and then there's like several other Caribbean players of like Caribbean heritage that have come over. Their captain, to be fair, came over when he was 16, so it's pretty young. But there's a lot of
those
like,
lines are like really interesting to draw, like for Origin in Australia, New South Wales, like Queensland.
I feel like it's a different spectacle. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's not the topic of today. Cricket is our topic of today, so let's leave rugby behind. And throw us straight more into some more politics.
Which
but-
war?
Well, no. Well, the Qatar World Cup, you can consider it a war, but I was going to mention that, but just because it's like, if we remember that, what was the controversy around that?
Oh, like 2,000
I mean,
people
lots of
died
different
building the stadiums.
And who were
slave
these
labor.
people? Yeah.
They were slaves.
Yeah.
And
So
then there was no alcohol allowed.
there's lots of controversies with the World Cup, but that thing in particular. So there's like the kafala system in the Middle East. It's used by a few different countries in different ways with different regulations, as far as I'm aware. It was used in Qatar.
It's like indentured servitude.
Yeah, it's indentured
You're a slave
servant,
for
so like it's
a
modern,
period of
modern
time, and
slavery,
then you're
pretty
free.
much. It's a bit interesting, and yeah, it was used pretty badly in Qatar for the Qatar World Cup, but it also was used in the UAE. I don't know to the extent, so that was not me commenting on if it's exactly the same or anything. I don't know, but it was used there, and so there are lots of migrant workers, and these migrant workers coming from places like Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and India, which, if you look at that on paper and you're thinking about cricket, it's very funny. Yeah, so they're obviously very big cricketing nations. So The entire UAE team for this tournament was expats,
Yep.
except for the captain, Sultan.
Was this his
Zarawani.
name is Sultan or he is
It's
a sultan?
His name's Sultan.
Okay, and it's like it's
Sultan
like, you know, the
Zarawani.
Romanian king. I'm picking the team and I'm playing on it and I'm the captain because
Yeah.
I'm the sultan.
So the entire UAE team were expats, except for the captain, Sultan Zarawani. Yeah.
I believe that. That makes sense.
There's a lot of teams like that. I remember when I was in Canada and you're looking at, what's the Vancouver team? And it's just Indian, Pakistani guys and then maybe one white guy.
Oh,
You go,
it
if
was
you're like
funny, it's
imagining the
like
Canadian cricket team.
someone
First thought wouldn't be, it's India.
someone posted like
Pakistan.
something. It was like before the World Cup was coming up, and like it was Donald Trump being like, "Oh, I just found out like the USA is playing in like the T20 World Cup or something," which I think was recently. And the USA like was, and it's like you look at the team, it's like USA versus India, but it's just like USA versus Pakistan or something, and it was just like,
Parminder Singh.
yeah, like they're all just definitely from Pakistan and India. But it's kind of funny though because I mean they probably are like US citizens and everything.
Well, you think about because Americans aren't growing up playing cricket. It's not taught in schools like
Yeah,
it is here. So
but
the
there's
only
like
people that are
300
gonna
million
play-
of them, so it's like you got to imagine that like it's like the expats that come there that do play it, they're the ones that are playing cricket. So it's pretty funny. But yes, so that's sort of the scenario we're having here. I wouldn't say it's so extreme as like they've fixed it, but that was the intentional policy. They were going after well-known like former players that had moved over pretty much. So they like
We're putting together a team.
and a lot of like how in the World Cup story you told last week, there was the switching from what was it, Uruguay to Italy?
Yeah.
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 So-
Luis Monti.
Similar stuff to that and everything. Like, if you could, you would for back in this day. So there are other teams that are also doing this too, to add this into perspective. But admittedly, having an entire team of expats and one player that is like native to the UAE, which I looked up the statistics too, and this is like nowadays anyway. I don't know about the 90s, but there's only 1 million. So there's 13 million people in the UAE. 1 million of them are actually from the UAE, like by ethnicity.
There you go.
Everyone else is an expat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes sense, I guess, with their big push to, draw people from overseas in with their, tax.
Yeah, well, with the
rates and all that
kafala
sort of
system
thing,
and
and-
everything, the majority of these people are coming from countries like Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, things like that.
Yeah, I live in poverty. I
Bangladesh.
might as well go to one of the more prosperous nations, be a slave for 15 years, and then get citizenship. And then I get my own slaves.
On the
Hooray.
cricket change thing, Australia, we just played a 3-match series in Bangladesh against Bangladesh, and we had our second ever Indian-born player represent us, Chowdhury, who stayed in Australia by accident pretty much. He was here for a holiday in 2019, and then when he was trying to go home, COVID happened. So he ended up being stuck in Australia, well, I'll just start playing club cricket, and was so good that he got signed to the Brisbane Heat and then signed to the Hurricanes and then picked for Australia.
That's a wild world of sports story.
Yeah, I
That
thought
actually
this is,
reminds me
I was
of
like,
another
wow,
stat.
this guy's
Who
so...
was our first ever?
I was in the 60s. Anyway, back to the story today.
Back to the story today, indeed. And I've
So
been
the
boring your
UAE
head off.
team had one player from the UAE.
Yeah, and I've been boring your head off a bit with lots of different like matches and stats and stuff, and I've got a few more of that because now we're going to the 1996 World Cup. So Australia are in this one. I'll tell you Australia's group. We've got Zimbabwe, Kenya, India, West Indies, Australia, and Sri Lanka.
Good
Who
group.
do you think tops that group?
Australia. Aussie pride.
We should be in the top
1990s
two at
super
least.
team.
We should be a top two. If it's the
Top
UAE,
two?
I'm going to be...
And then you reckon top it? Well, Sri Lanka tops the group. 5 wins, 0 draws. However, and Australia is second with 3 wins, 2 draws. There is a bit of a caveat there.
Wait, did we not play Sri Lanka then? If Sri Lanka had 5 wins, no draws, we had 3 wins, 2 draws.
So we played... Yeah, so
What the hell? How is this group
Australia
system working?
and West Indies boycott both games against Sri Lanka.
What the... Why?
Because there was a bombing and stuff recently,
Oh.
and they're in the middle of a civil war.
Oh.
So Sri Lanka's in the middle of a civil war, and they're like, we're not going to go play Australia just boycott it. They're like, we're
Yeah,
not
the
going to Sri
tensions are
Lanka.
high enough. We're not going to risk it.
Yeah.
See,
But
why does
then,
Sri Lanka then win by default? They should lose by default.
That's crazy too, because then
For a
not only
draw.
that, Australia does that twice because they don't want to go to Sri Lanka, and so does the West Indies.
See, why not then just go, we're going to play in a neutral country?
I don't know, but they gave Sri Lanka a bunch of free wins, so lucky Sri Lanka. Lucky Sri Lanka, yeah,
Carlin's
wearing
wearing
the
a
shirt for
shirt
the
For anyone not on
audio
YouTube.
listeners, yeah. So that's why. But I guess Australia probably did pretty well. Probably would have topped the group. But that little caveat there. The UAE group, we've got Pakistan, England, South Africa, New Zealand, Netherlands, and the UAE.
New Zealand's top on that one.
Yeah,
South Africa.
South Africa top it.
Yeah.
South Africa. South Africa topped that group. Inland Donald was bowling, and the UAE captain Sultan Zarawani was batting, and we've got a video. So I've got an entertaining video to show you guys.
Great. On the socials, Wild World of Sport. When you're there, give it a follow, give it a like, give it a subscribe.
Give it a review.
We can talk about it after, but I'll let you watch first. I think you'll probably want to do that. So Ben asks while we're watching that video, why the hell isn't he wearing a helmet? So Sultan Zawadi didn't want to wear a helmet. And most people do wear a helmet in like this tournament. Like it's not uncommon. Like, you know, it's uncommon to not wear a helmet. But
Yeah.
he
You're not
just
allowed
refused.
to these days. You have to wear a helmet.
Yeah, I don't exactly know when that rule changed. I can quickly fact check that one.
From
but
this
it
moment.
could have been after that, but it didn't come up in the story. I didn't really think about it. But yeah, no, he just wore a sun hat. He was like, nah, screw it. I'm gonna wear that. Absolutely cops a dirty bouncer straight in the head.
To be fair,
picks up his sun hat and then he goes back to batting.
Yeah, fair play to
HIA.
him, but he did take his eye off the ball and he didn't get out of the way. He didn't take evasive action. He should have expected not wearing a helmet. That, you know,
South Africans
we all
of
shake hands before and after the game, but when the match is on, you do what you can to win.
And the rest of his team, like, you know, the expats and everything, they all wore helmets.
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
batted,
they're not
so
idiots.
It was just him.
Even
yeah.
when I
See,
see a
was-
player
was-
not wearing a helmet to a spin bowler, I'm like, I don't know. I'd still be wearing a helmet.
Yeah, and
Is it-
apparently Alan Donald was a famous fast bowler.
Yeah,
Very.
Was the UAE required to have one UAE like person?
It
in their team?
appears to be the case. Otherwise, why did they make their captain the UAE player and then there's no one else? Unless they just felt like I think
We
if
can't
they
just-
could have,
we can't
they
have the
would have
captain of
excluded him.
UAE be a migrant.
Yeah,
Well, surely they need someone spearheading the team. Like, why else would they be making a team unless someone in the country's going, we should have a team? Maybe that's part of it.
South Africa do go on to win that game. Obviously, they win the whole group without losing a single game.
Like I said.
Good for them.
And how many games did they win by default?
None.
Post-apartheid gets pretty rough.
True, to be fair. Yeah, so they would lose that game. They would win a game. They beat the Netherlands.
Again.
They beat the Netherlands.
The
Well, not
old
again. Oh,
They beat him in the final, didn't they?
no, they versed
Kenya. Kenya beat
Kenya.
the Netherlands,
Oh,
and then
No,
they beat Kenya.
they versed. Who did they verse?
Denmark?
Bermuda.
Bermuda.
No,
yeah.
Denmark and Bermuda played in the
That
third
was
place.
that was in the plate
I see,
final.
yeah.
Let me scroll back up. I've literally got the stuff right.
So many random countries playing cricket games. So
Kenya-
many stupid
Netherlands
tournaments.
played Bermuda. Yeah.
Okay.
So Netherlands played Bermuda in the third place one.
Yeah, so they beat.
Oh no, wait, yeah, you're right. But the UAE did beat the Netherlands in the semis to get there. Of
Yes.
course.
Okay, I thought it was
Yeah,
the other
I'm
way around. Okay.
Foolish, yeah. And they won by 6 wickets.
Someone's paying attention.
So they did
over
beat
here.
him again. So they've beat him twice to avenge for the 2 bad losses they got to the Netherlands. See, it's poetry right there.
Yep.
The circle of parity, and everyone can beat everyone.
I'll give you some more fun match trivia. Let's just do the knockout stage real quick. England, Sri Lanka, who wins?
England.
Sri Lanka.
Oh, where was it
Sri
played?
Lanka
Where was it
wins.
played? Was it
Yeah.
played in Sri Lanka and they forfeited? England forfeited?
The whole thing was played in Pakistan.
Okay, well,
they-
then
they-
why didn't we play Sri Lanka then if we were
That
playing-
because that was like the group round
okay,
one group stages where they
okay,
did
well, you
like
do play,
internationally
yeah,
and
okay.
stuff. But this is all happening.
yeah, England.
Oh no, it's happening. Some of it's happening in Pakistan, India, and then Pakistan. Yeah. Yeah. So Sri Lanka win that one. India, Pakistan, who wins? That's a tough one.
India.
India win. Sri Lanka, India, who wins?
Sri Lanka.
India.
Sri Lanka win. They're in the final. All right, let's go to the other side. West Indies, South Africa, who wins?
West Indies.
South Africa.
West Indies win.
I'm having a shock.
New Zealand, Australia, who wins?
Australia.
Australia wins. Australia, West Indies.
Australia.
West Indies.
Australia win.
Nah, I went
Sri
I wanna go
Lanka,
against you.
Australia in the final.
I think Sri Lanka won.
Could they have? It was in Pakistan.
Don't we have like the more like ICC like ODI championships than everyone else combined, or something silly like that?
Yeah. Yeah, so I think India's got 2, England's got 1, we've got 6
How many stars do we have?
on the
Wait,
kit.
I
None.
don't see any stars on Sri Lanka. They must have won. Except they did.
I knew it. That's
They
what I
did
said.
win. Sri Lanka won by 7 wickets. So, yeah, lucky them. After this tournament, so the ICC was a little bit slow. They didn't add any new rules about nationality before this tournament, even though it was 2 years after the 1994 one, where Kenya was complaining that the UAE has hired mercenaries to play
They're
for
not
them.
as quick as Little League organisers.
Yeah,
about
they're
getting
going.
the maps
"Oh,
right.
okay, how much money is the UAE bringing in? Hey, you can't have these players. $50 million. Okay, yeah, you can have these players. We don't care.
Well, and
We're
Shut up,
They've
Kenya.
changed
Yeah,
the
we're
rules.
corrupt. We're the ICC
You only need 7 players.
that are
of that
from-
nation.
Yeah.
Like, as in
Okay.
born in that country, or
Yeah. So, like, 7 players that are, like, I don't know the specific extent, but I think they have to be born in the country and, obviously they're cricket players and everything.
seems reasonable. Seems like a reasonable to go 7 of 11.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I mean, you take more than that to a tournament.
Yeah, but if it's like on the field,
It's not like, your social sport where it's like, oh, you've got to have, your 2 girls on at least or something all the
They
time.
get double
if you're playing
points in Oz
mixed
tag
things
or-
and- yeah.
see, then it's just like, imagine you got your squad of 23 and it's just, you're in the Canadian team and it's all the Indian players. And it's like, put your hand up if you want to come to the tournament and be the token Canadians.
It's like a Happy Gilmore story. You convert a hockey player into a cricket player. Or Canada plays baseball. You can get a pitcher into a bowler.
Sultan Zarawani spoke to the media a few times during this tournament and a bit after.
after he recovered from that concussion.
Yeah, well, he was a bit loopy, I guess, but he was talking smack about the Emirates Cricket Board, about their management of cricket in the country and just things in general. And they didn't like that. They didn't like that one bit. So they brought him in. And they had a meeting with him and they gave him a chance to speak. And he told them a list of things that he had wrong with the Emirates Cricket Board and the management and how they'd sort of like handled the last little bit ever since 1994.
And they cut out his tongue so he couldn't speak
Jeez.
bad about them
They
again.
let him go. They let him go unharmed. He told him important stuff. So like he was advocating for former Indian Test star Madan Lal. Am I saying that
Household
right?
name.
Yeah, Madan Lal. And he'd coached the team prior to the 1994 ICC trophy. And then they were about to drop him. The board was going to drop him right before the World Cup was coming up. And so they were like, no, why are you doing that? Like, don't do that. And so they had to like convince him not to be dropped and stuff. So that was one of the things that he was complaining about. And they'd let him go. They wouldn't really say anything about it. And he'd leave thinking, oh, okay, well, that's finished well. I've gotten to tell them some of the issues and everything. Hopefully, he's passionate about cricket and everything. Obviously, he was captain of the national team. So the ECB would make a decision. They'd ban Zarawani for life.
What?
And
It's a bit extreme.
they reached out to Sultan Zarawani and he'd confirmed the reports that, yep, I've been banned for life. And he's commented saying, they were man enough to take the decision, but not man enough to inform me. And he went on to explain that he found out about the news through media reports.
Oh my god.
So he went and spoke to them. They didn't say anything to him.
Wow.
And then he finds out through media reports that they've banned him for life from cricket in the UAE.
Damn. He's been lorried.
That's crazy, though.
Imagine what would have happened if he wasn't like a publicly known person who couldn't just
Oh.
disappeared.
I like back in the 90s here. Oh yeah, I would not be surprised. So to go on as well, I guess after the 1996 World Cup, going on to the next ICC trophy. After the new changes, how do you think the UAE does? I'll give you the group. We can have one last little thing and then we'll finish up here. We can rank. So we've got UAE, obviously, Malaysia, Denmark, Bangladesh, West Africa, and Argentina.
They should come second.
Argentina's resurgent after their disappointing
No,
last tournament.
Bangladesh is going to do okay.
Bangladesh should be good.
To disappoint you a little bit, James, Argentina have dead last.
No!
They lost every single game.
Damn.
Poor Argentina. Even West Africa managed to beat Argentina. Then we got Malaysia after that. UAE finished third. Denmark second. Bangladesh first. So Bangladesh actually would go on. They won all 5 games in that group. They'd go on to beat Kenya, who was beat them earlier in the
Kenya's
last
a
ICC trophy. Yeah, apparently so.
Big fish in a small pond by the sound of it.
Well, they were hosting
so
the
you've
last
got
tournament.
Central and like West Africa gets the whole thing, and then Kenya. Why don't they just add Kenya to that group? I guess the team would just be Kenya. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much that. That's the story. Time to rank it.
Yes. Thank you
Okay.
for sharing a cricket story. We haven't got a cricket one yet.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Not
I
this
don't
season.
know if
Oh,
it has
no,
much of
last
my
season,
heart.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
We had one last season. I think we're doing well to bring back some sports, get some new stuff in here. Hope you're enjoying it, listener. And we're going to have a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to rank this story on our journey to find the wildest story from the world of sport. Welcome back to Wild World of Sport podcast. No, that's the intro bit.
Welcome back to
I
Wild
can
World
still
of
do it here.
Sports, where we are at the portion of our episode where we rank this story on our patent pending Wild and Mild
Tamp.
ranking board.
Wild
Sponsored
and Mild.
by TAMF, to all my friends.
Our
cook
Saudi
shops.
Aramco Wild and Mild
That
board.
really felt just then when you're like in a driving instructor's car and you're like struggling and they like it's like, all right, give me the pedals. I'm going to take it from here. It's like, oh, okay, sorry. I'll just sit
Or
back.
when they just start taking the wheel and you're like, whoa, it's like, what did I do?
Thank you for that. But yes, we're here to rank this. I want to start.
Okay.
Stealing back the
All
reins.
Be the
He's
opening batsman.
colonizing the first position.
Yeah,
here.
let me mark my crease. I reckon it's pretty low. Not that it's not wild, but there's nothing super crazy. Like we kept saying, we brought up so many different examples of teams that are using this exact tactic. And it's not like the UAE won. Like they really didn't.
Well, they did. They won the
They
ICC trophy,
It's like
well, yeah, but
which they were
qualified
heavy
for the
underdogs
World Cup.
for.
yeah.
To
But
put that in perspective, and admittedly they went to the extreme on it, but yeah, I was intentionally like debunking it a little bit
yeah.
to like de-wildify it. Yeah, because it feels like that, you know, it is like they did it to a crazy extent. Only one of their players is actually from the UAE.
Yeah.
However, like every other one is from
Changing the game.
Pakistan, Sri Lanka, or India.
Yeah, rules
Um,
changed. I'm thinking around pigeon racing has signs.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I was thinking just below. Just below pitching racing has signs above Curse of the Azuri.
So that's fourth from the bottom
do
of our
I-
board.
Do we do shuffling or?
Oh,
Do I just put it next
do you
to it
wanna,
for
Well,
do you want to?
Are you just going, yep, I agree with that? You're not gonna
I'm
push
happy
back?
with that.
You're gonna-
No,
Wow. What
We're about to
wow, what a
re-rank
consensus.
everything.
So what, bet we just don't do the ranking for
No,
next week,
no.
man? That's the last, man. Whatever. What a bad story.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well,
my
I mean, this
last
is
story
our recency bias moment, and I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, recency bias. What you guys said is good.
So to steal a man at a not very well-known cricketing nation competes in the qualifiers for the ICC ODI World Championships for 1996 by
With,
a surprise
like,
win in the
80% Pakistani
1994 tournament with an interesting team selection tactic of picking no one from their own nation except one.
and he's their captain, and then the captain doesn't even wear a helmet when he's batting. Cops
understands
one
the game
straight
that
in the
little.
head, and then gets banned for life.
It's definitely, I think we've got a really firm line here where 1909 NRL Grand Final is firmly like, okay, wild stuff is happening above this. Because winning a Grand Final because a team doesn't turn up because they were striking
just start shuffling.
is definitely wild. Pigeon racing, pretty crazy, but there was nothing that's super wild.
It's
Curse
the scale of the
Azuri,
sport is what's wild.
Yeah, the Curse of the Azuri, that was, you know.
That was me
see,
putting a tinfoil hat on.
See, I saw a reel
Fartgate-
about the
no.
Curse of the Azuri the other day.
Our reel?
No. Well, I've seen ours before, but it was a different one going how Australia was able to qualify for the World Cup after this long drought. Talking
Yeah.
about the guy went over and went to the ground
Yeah,
and
it's
hired
pretty
another.
cool.
So what you're saying is I was talking about groundbreaking stuff.
You were, yeah. You broke that story, Carlin.
And then, of course, there's Fartgate, which is wrongfully ranked. It should be
That's-
way high. Which, yeah, there's not a lot to that one. And then curling has rules.
I've got, what, 3 of the bottom 4. Let's go, Carlin. Let's go.
And I've got one. Ben's not in
Mild
there.
Wildest Sports over here.
I've got pigeon. Pigeon racing has science. I'm bottom 5.
Okay, yeah.
And only one of them do I talk about football.
Very good.
It's not the worst one.
But yes, right now, sitting at the top, Heather Mackay, then Dick and Rick, Bob Probert, Jocko Flocker, 1930 World Cup. If we're just saying things and you've got no idea what we're talking about, there are previous episodes. Really easy to find. You know how to scroll, I'm sure, on a phone.
And if it looks like it's a football episode, it's probably a Carlin episode. So
Hey, that World Cup one, the last football
I'm
one
saying
we did.
probably. And if you like Carlin episodes,
There's like an 80% chance it's a Carlin episode and 20% chance it's a UAE national.
Or it's war. Or it's war and football.
yeah.
Oops.
Well, that'll do it for this week. Thanks for coming on this ride with us.
And
As-
join us next week for our last story of the season.
Yes, Ben, the final story before our re-rank. We do 21 episodes, that's
Which-
7 each.
We should be
At
doing a
Tamps.
re-rank episode at TAMF.
Yes.
See you there.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us. I've been James Wybrow.
James's brother Ben, no relation.
Carlin. Wait, no. It has to be Sultan Carlin. No, Sultan Sheaves. Yeah. Sultan Sheaves. I realize I never chose my title for today, but it's like I feel like I should be the board member because
Okay.
I'm the
Why don't you be the Sultan?
Emirates cricket board member because I want to use that for the name joke because the guy's name is Sultan.
Okay.
Just